All right, let's talk a little golf. The Players' Championship tees off on Thursday with some of the best golfers in the world playing at TPC Sawgrass. New York Post sports columnist and golf guru Mark Cannizzaro is covering the tournament, and he joins us now. Mark, how's it going?
It's going great, Dex. How you doing?
I am doing well. We're going to start off before we get to the players. Let's talk a little Tiger Woods, Mark, because there'll be no Tiger Woods at the Players' Championship, but now Tiger's ex-girlfriend is taking him to court, hoping to nullify an NDA agreement Woods made her sign at the start of their relationship. It seemed like Tiger was back to the news just being about his game. Is this a big distraction for him as we head towards the Masters?
It is a distraction, of course, because the next time he turns up in public, which may or may not be before the Masters, probably not at this point, but he certainly will be at Augusta in April, and that will be, that will be somewhat a distraction. He'll probably be asked about it, even though it's it's his personal life. But this is what happens when you're a public figure like Tiger. That said, Tiger has been used to distractions. His entire life has been a distraction. So his father even trained him with distractions on the golf course. Doing things to try to get his mind off of a shot. Just trying to make him tougher. So I think he will move through this seamlessly. I think more of the distraction, frankly, for Tiger is, and I actually did not really write about this in my column, is his kids. I mean, I feel bad for the kids because Erica Herman, Tiger's ex-girlfriend, was very close with the kids. They seemed to have kind of a family unit. They were all together a lot. She was at all their sporting events. Tiger's already divorced as it is, although he has a good relationship, I believe, with his ex-wife. But, this is obviously a difficult period, I'm sure, for his kids. That's probably the most important thing here.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens with Tiger moving forward. Back to play at TPC Sawgrass. There's a three-man battle for the world #1 ranking between Jon Rahm, Scottie Scheffler, and Rory McIlroy. All three are paired together for the first two rounds. So how intriguing is this group, and what are some other big-name groups that fans should keep an eye on this weekend?
Well, you'd love to have. I love it when the tournaments do this, and back in the day, the pairings used to be very random. They do them out of a hat or whatever very often, but now they do kind of marquee pairings, and this is cool to see. I talked to Scottie Scheffler yesterday about it. He's probably the lowest key of the three guys in that group. Rory actually is off to a very significant struggle here on Thursday in the opening round. As we're on the air right now, or as we're taping this right now, I think he was 4 under through the first 12 today, so he's really struggling. Rahm and Scheffler have been under par for most of their rounds so far. So I like, just in terms of other players, I always look at some of the guys near the top of the rankings. A couple of guys that don't get spoken to about as much is a Colin Morikawa, who is kind of due, to come. He had a really great run kind of during the pandemic period and has been a little bit quiet since. And Xander Schauffele is a guy I've always got my eye on. He's just a guy that is due to win a major. And locally for us, Cameron Young is really probably for the last year plus has probably played more consistently well than any player in the world or close to it. But yet he is still trying to win his first tournament. So I kind of root for him to break through and break the ice on that. So, and he's a wonderful player.
All right, there's a local guy for people to keep their eyes on there, and there will not be a repeat champion this year because of Cameron Smith's move to the LIV Tour, and there has never been a repeat champion at TPC. Who is your pick to win TPC in 2023?
Well, this is always a bit of a crapshoot, and for all of our viewers who read my football stuff, I'm not a very good picker in the football pool in the New York Post football standings, as they would know. So don't go and throw money on this, but I do like Max Homa a lot. Max Homa has been one of the up-and-coming rising stars. He nearly won the Genesis in Los Angeles at Riviera, where he won last year, and he's just a wonderful player. He's a good guy to root for because he's one of the real personalities on this tour, and he's got the game to back it up.
All right, there's the pick from Mark Cannizzaro. We'll see if that's right. Don't trust him or align it with his football picks. I think you might get it here, Mark. We will see. That is Mark Cannizzaro. He will be covering the tournament all weekend long, and we will have the latest from him. Mark, thanks for the time. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Dex. Good talking to you.
Always.